Hey, this is Beth Burleson with LuLaRoe Beth Burleson, and this is my 1 month in LuLaRoe kind of check-in. So if you saw my first video, the 1.5 week sales in LuLaRoe, you'll know that I had made about $4,000 at that point. Not made, I had sold about $4,000. As you know, not everything you sell is like profit, you know. So, because I still have to like buy more inventory, etc. So, today is 1 month. Today that I'm filming is January 28th, and I started LuLaRoe on December 28th. And it has been the craziest month ever. I feel like it flew by, and at the same time that it was really long. Like, I feel like I've been doing LuLaRoe for a very long time. But it's only been a month, but at the same time the month flew by. It's crazy. But so today I had a pop-up this morning at my house. So I counted up sales from that pop-up today and added that to my total, even though technically it hasn't like processed through yet because it was like an hour ago. So including those sales today, my new sales total is like 10,130, some number like that, but I broke $10,000 in LuLaRoe, and that is mind-blowing. I feel like on top of the world, like I can do anything, like I am gonna cruise qualify soon. I feel awesome. I feel really excited. I feel kind of scared at the same time too, you know. It's owning your own small business is a lot of work, and I'm overwhelmed with like a lot of different feelings, but the biggest one is just shock. I set a sales goal when I first started. Like, I hoped to sell like $1,000 a week. I thought, well, that would be a good goal, and I even thought that was a little bit lofty. So as you saw in my first week and a half, I sold a lot. You know, there was a big push at the beginning, people buying, and it slowed down a little bit. And at first, I was really nervous. I was like, was that a fluke? You know, was that first week and a half just people buying to support me? Now they're not going to buy anymore? Like, what is this? And I got scared. And so I started really marketing myself a lot. These are my flyers. So they have little tabs at the bottom that I cut and then put in different places around town, just give them to people, etc. So that was the first thing I did when I started kind of going, crap, my numbers are not where I want them to be anymore. Like, I wanted to keep that momentum going, you know, from that first week and a half. It's not that I thought that it wasn't good enough. Like, I wasn't sad that the sales were declining. I was just sad that maybe I was losing some momentum, you know. Like, I didn't want to lose any of that. I wanted to keep pushing and keep selling. So I made those flyers, and I don't know if I got any people join the group because of that. It's hard to tell. But then the thing that changed the game for me, I have an amazing sponsor. My upline is amazing. So my sponsor is Julia Reed. She's here on YouTube, and her sponsor is Tiffany Cook. You probably know who Tiffany Cook is if you've been, you know, watching YouTube videos, learning about LuLaRoe. She is a top seller in the company. I think she's a mentor. Not sure. My sponsor, Julia, is a trainer, and she's probably really close to being a coach in the queue. So she did a training in our group. I'm on the Team Mountain Row Girls, and she did a training about boosting your posts on Facebook. So I created an ad, and I paid to boost the posts. I paid $35, $7 a day. Flip that. $5 a day, for 7 days. And it changed the game. I went from, when I started that campaign on Facebook, I had 680 members in my group. And currently I have over 1,000. And it's only been that 1 week. Like, I started it on Monday and today's Saturday. and it changed the game. Some of those numbers came from girls who hosted pop-ups and wanted to add, like I asked that they add their girls to the group if they're going to invite them to a pop-up. That way, even if they can't make the pop-up, maybe they'll shop, or if they do shop the pop-up and they really love it, they're already in a group and ready to shop. So those two things, having my girls invite everybody to the group that they were going to invite to the event, and boosting my post on Facebook, those two things combined, like, seriously helped me up my selling. Because instantly I had a huge local group of women that either knew LuLaRoe or didn't, but were interested enough to join the group because of the ad. And that is exciting. Like, I was so, and still am so excited. It's still going. Every morning when I wake up, I've got like 10 people requested to join the group, and it's mind-blowing. And all throughout the day, usually most in the evening, I get the most people in the evening that will request to be added. So anyway, I'm rambling, but those two things, you know, printing the flyers and working hard to like boost my posts. I also am on a website called Nextdoor, and it's a website where you can it's like a Facebook for like your neighborhood, so you can post like, I found this lost dog, or there's a salesman going around who is a creeper. Anyway, so I posted in there and said, hey, I'm having a pop-up today, this was last Saturday, or I'm having a pop-up tomorrow, I have Valentine's leggings, stop on by, and like put the address. And I gained a great customer from that. And even if I only gained the one, which that's what it appears to be, which is fine, she PM'd me like, hey, I'm so excited to find a local consultant. Like, that little action of just posting on, you know, Nextdoor was worth that one great customer. Her name is Trisha, and she's lovely, and it was so worth it. And so don't be afraid to put yourself out there. Don't be afraid to put in some real effort to market yourself. Like, do some searching on how to get vendor events. Really put in some effort, and you will not be disappointed. Like, if you put yourself out there, there are people who want to buy, I promise. So that's kind of how I boosted my sales back up a little bit towards the end of the month. And that's how I reached over $10,000 in sales. And it's still mind-blowing. I can't even, like, I cried for quite some time earlier. I just didn't expect this. I knew I was gonna bust my butt. Business plan says, first 3 months, kill it, bust your butt. Like, do it 100%. And I did. And I didn't really expect for the results to be this intense, but they are. And this is now my real life. I just sold $10,000 in LuLaRoe in my first month. And it's also January, which apparently is a hard month to sell, so hopefully it's only up from here. And I have been working really hard to build the size of my inventory stock. I'm launching, as you can see right back here, I'm launching the Amelia tomorrow, and I'm launching the Sarah tomorrow. Those are the first two pieces I'm like adding. I wanted a lot of Amelias before I launched. I'm just doing a small launch of the Sarahs since winter is almost over and this is Texas. But anyway, so I think I talked about that in my last video, but I just want to encourage you that if you're on the edge of whether or not you should join LuLaRoe, do it. It will change your life. 100%. My life will never ever be the same. Even if LuLaRoe is I've had people tell me, oh, it's just a fad. Oh, it's just a fluke. People won't care in a couple years and you'll be out of a job. Who cares? At this point in my life, in this season, this has changed the course of the rest of my life. Because this is going to allow me to pay off debts. This is going to allow me to be a stay-at-home mom someday. This is changing the course of our existence completely. And I know that sounds so dramatic, and I am dramatic, but it's changed our lives 100%. And it will never be the same after LuLaRoe. Even if LuLaRoe dies next year and just dwindles out. It's not going to. It's not. I know it's not. But even if it does, this is now. And this is worth it. You know, I've already seen this return in the 1 month in. If I was just restocking my inventory and then paying the rest towards my initial investment, I bet you my initial investment would be gone. But I'm focusing more on building the size of my inventory to begin with. And I highly recommend that. I've watched a lot of YouTube videos of people who've been in it 6 months, and the number one thing that they say they wish they would have done is that they wish they would have built their inventory big in the beginning, because the more you have, the more you sell. It's just how it goes. The more availability, like the more stuff there is to buy, the more stuff will be bought. So that's my goal, and my real long-term goal is to cruise qualify. They announced earlier this month that now it takes 6 months to cruise qualify. So by July, I need to be cruise qualifying. I need to be selling at least 12,000. And considering my numbers for this month, I think I'm gonna make it. And that makes me really, really excited. And I can't wait to update y'all again. Probably at the 2-month mark, I'll do another video. Leave some comments below if you have a video you want to see, if you want me to talk about something in particular, or whatever you want to hear me talk about, my experiences with something specific or not specific. Just let me know, and I'm totally willing to film more videos. So thanks for watching. I appreciate it. As always, email me, PM me on Facebook. It's LuLaRoeBeth.com. That's where you can find me. That's my group page. So find me and let's chat. Like, if you want to join, I'm your girl. Like, I have a lot to give. So if you want to be with me in this crazy adventure, then PM me, email me, however you want to get a hold of me. I would love to talk with you. So thanks for watching. I appreciate it. See y'all later. Bye.